this is Stampy, and welcome to another Let's Play on
Super Mario Maker!
And today I am doing the fourth and final level for Wizard Keen. And this one is in the Super Mario Bros. U style. And I thought that for once, I'm actually going to make the most of this style. Because as I've mentioned before, I've never really played Super Mario Bros. U, or kind of really any of the newer Zeldas. I've only ever really played the old ones. So the wall jump is something that's always been quite new to me. And I've not really thought of in any of my levels. As you can see with my beautiful building, I can jump like this and I can jump on the walls. And as soon as I've never really played around with it, I thought I'm going to go and base an entire level off it. So this is going to be my wall jump level. I'm not sure what the level's actually going to be called when I've finished it, but it's mainly going to be about jumping on walls. So let's start off by making sure that Wizard Keen actually knows how to jump on the wall, shall we? Because I don't know how much time he spent with it. So let's start off with a very simple thing. Let's try and make it so if there's a wall he needs to jump off, it's always out of these type of bricks, just to kind of make it stand out. So if I kind of go like this and add this here and do like a bit of a hill like this. Oh, looks like a chocolate bar. Oh, look, I made a chocolate bar. There we go. You need to jump off the chocolate bars. And then he needs to go and jump off here. So if I go and get this a little bit lower, and then I can add another platform kind of floating in the sky here like this, I reckon. And let's go and try this out then, shall we? So he'll need to go like this, and then he'll jump up and land on here, and then he can go and jump across and carry on his merry way. There we go. That seems to work absolutely beautifully. So tell you what, let's leave this here actually, and then let's build up the rest and kind of have it all on this level here. So I'm going to kind of use these chocolate chunks as kind of an obvious area that he needs to go and try and jump up with. So that was the easy bit. That was the starter. But let's give him a little reward, just in case he didn't know how to wall jump and he spends some time working that out. Let's go and give him a nice tasty mushroom, as Wizard Keen loves his mushrooms, as a reward up there. And I feel like I've been a little bit mean. I've seen some of his past videos, and he's found quite a lot of my levels quite difficult. And I didn't mean them to be mean. They just accidentally end up being mean. So I don't want this one to be too difficult. So let's not add any enemies here then, shall we? And let's go and add another wall jumping section, shall we? So let's do what could I do here? Let's have this kind of go down lower. Let's go and have this go down to here. I kind of want to add quite a lot of variety in the level in terms of the different things that I use just to make it look nice. So can I stretch this so it goes underneath? There we go. So he needs to go down to here, and then let's add a tube, shall we? If I go and do this, I could do it so he has to go and jump up this big old tube like this and make his way all the way up to the top here. Now let me just make sure that this is actually possible to do. So I go boing. Oh, no, that wasn't very good. Boing, boing. There we go. This is doable. I am awful. As I said, I've really not played these games very much, so I'm really bad at it. But there we go. It is definitely possible. So that is going to go and bring him all the way to the top. Over here. So then I'm going to go and make this area filled up, and then he's going to need to go and make his way across here. Let's add some clouds in here at the top, just to add a bit of variety. And then tell you what I could do now is if I had another tunnel going down here like this, I can make it so what he needs to do is go and go here and then jump off the wall like this. That might work quite well. So what I could do is if I go and drag this along, I could actually make it so if he fails that jump, he kind of just ends up back at where he was. So if I go and then fill in... I don't want to add any walls here. I really just need to add a platform, which is going to be around about here. And let's go and just build up. I want this kind of floating. Let's do a mushroom. So if I go and add a mushroom up here, and as you can probably tell, I am completely making this up as I go along. So if I add a mushroom here, and then I need to make a way so he can't just go and jump straight onto the mushroom. So I need to kind of block this area off here and actually move the mushroom slightly back so he can't just slide down that wall. So let's just make sure he can't just slide down this wall and land on it. And there we go. That is perfect. That does not work. And I can stretch this out a little bit further, or just add another one in. So then that way he's not going to die here. And I might get rid of these clouds. They look a little bit weird. Let's get rid of the clouds, and let's add these. And I feel like I should need to add something in here as well. I don't want to just fill this in. Let's go and What could be a fun thing? Let's add some springs that can be bouncing up and down in here like this. Let's just see what happens if I add these guys in. Are they just going to be bouncing like crazy? They are. Let's go and add some more in here as well. And the springs just all going to be going crazy. Oh, that's quite cool. So these springs are just going to be going mad in there. I feel like I want to add something else. And let's add some Goombas in here as well. And actually, no, they're going to stop the springs from bouncing, aren't they? If I only add the Goombas in at the top, if I grab... Oh, no, I don't want to grab that. If I grab these and move them down, I could add these in here. So then these guys are probably going to be going and getting bounced around like crazy. Yep, there they go. I could probably add even more springs in as well here. I'm going to spend more time on this, which has nothing to do with the level, than I am actually building anything else. But I just think this is quite fun. So there we go. These Goombas are going to be bouncing around like crazy like that. Because why not? All right then. So what you have to do then is you need to go like this and land on here and then jump in order to make your way across. But I think I need to get rid of a few more of these. And let's try this. And there we go. That worked absolutely perfectly. And I'm also going to make it a little bit harder by adding some things onto here. Can I turn these round? I don't think I can. I kind of want something dangerous on this wall here. Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of having this as a wall, I can have this as spikes instead. So that way he doesn't know, well, he doesn't think that he needs to land on them. And that's because he doesn't. And then let's just add some bricks behind there like that. So here we go. So he's trying to get onto this mushroom. And I also want to make sure that he can't cheat and jump up here from here. Because otherwise the whole thing would be pointless. And there we go. I'm pretty sure that is not possible. So then we could add another mushroom. Can I do a different color? There we go. Let's go and add an orange mushroom. And this can be up along here, so we can have a nice simple jump here. Let's just do a few nice mushrooms that he can go and jump across, shall we? Let's try and... Can I make this bigger? Is it going to make me... let me drag it out. There we go. I can make this a little bit longer here. Let's make it as long as I can, actually, and just stretch this along the bottom. And I need to move the end of the level across a little bit as well. And then let's add this mushroom. Can go even higher up here. And now I'm going to go and add in another platforming puzzle, I guess. I'm also going to add this down here, and I could kind of just basically add a little secret down here, because there's not really anything down here, but I could maybe just add in at the very end here, I could go and add in what would be a nice little secret. Let's add a fire flower in, because why not? That's just a little bonus if he wants to go and try and find that. But really, he's trying to make his way on top of these mushrooms. So now, let's go and add in another wall jumping puzzle then, shall we? I could do some bouncies. I could add some springs in, maybe. That could be quite cool. I wonder if I could do like any moving platforms, because I can make anything I want move on these. If I added some bricks on here, can I actually add these onto it? I'm not sure if I can. Actually, I think I could add ice on it, couldn't I? If I do a loop here, is it going to let me add these bricks onto it? Oh, look, it is. So if I added a bunch on here, no, I got flies all over my screen at the moment. If I added some on here, they're going to go round, and I could make it so he has to go and wall jump off that. There we go. That could be quite cool. I don't seem to be able to add them very close together, though. So I might have to do it so there's only one going around the place. So let's just kind of do it around about here. And I want to make sure he can't just jump on top of it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I wonder if I did a spike right next to it. Then that way, I know he wouldn't be able to jump on top of it. Because I want to make sure that he has to wall jump off it. And he can't just jump and land on top of it. And can I make this all get filled in? There we go. So now let's go and add this brick in. And I want to keep it the same type of brick. Just so it's kind of consistent with everything else. And they all need to go around this way. And what if I add some spikes then? Either side. So then that way he can't stand on top of it, because if he stood on top of it, then the spikes would get him. So actually, this is going around this way, yeah. And then this one, the spikes need to be here. So then that way, or I think I just did the spikes behind it then. These are all a bit fiddly to use. I know I'm adding more spikes in. I never got the hang of using these things. Let's just go back and draw some new ones in. Oh, no, that's an arrow. Let's go and draw these in here. And can I make these link up? Come on, please link up. What am I doing wrong? Why won't it link up? If I do it like that, there we go. Right, now I want to be very careful not to destroy it again. And let's go and add the spike on, and let's make sure it's actually been... Oh, look, it's just painting it behind it, you see. And then, oh no, then I end up wiping it away. Do you think I would know how to control this game by now? But I really don't. Right, let's do this really carefully. So if I place it on it like that, it's not letting me do it. Do I have to, like, copy it across? There we go. That is probably not how I need to do it, but that way worked. So let's try that with the spike as well. And did that work? Is it actually on the spike? Oh no, the spike isn't actually on. I don't think the spikes can go round it then. Or it doesn't seem to be letting me put it on. Let's just leave it like this for now then. And I don't know if I like it like this. Maybe if I just do it, I guess actually that top spike is still kind of stopping you from jumping on it. I guess, because otherwise you would just go and get carried up there. So what I might do then is just move where the spikes are a little bit. I'm kind of changing my plan a little bit, and I think this actually does work out a little bit better than when I first planned. Rather than having the spikes moving, which might be a little bit too dangerous, if I just go and add maybe just like a saw at the top here, so I don't want this moving, then that way, if he tried to go up to the top, he would end up getting killed. There we go. I think that works out quite nicely. And then these bricks, I want to try and put them on it. And oh no, this isn't working. See, if I try and tap it on it, it just doesn't work. It's a bit fiddly just to get the items onto it. So let's go and destroy all of these. But I know I can get the bricks on. So let's go and fill the rest of this in like this. And I'm going to go and place the bricks and just copy them onto it, because that seemed to be the best way to do it. And then this one needs to go this way around. And then I need to make another platform, which is what he's actually trying to get to. So if I go and add in let's add in some clouds now then, shall we? So he's trying to get to these clouds, but he needs to try and wall jump to get on top of them. So let's just make sure this is actually possible. If I go like, oh no, I could just totally land on top of it though. That's the problem. If I add another saw up here, then that way I really do need to try and wall jump rather than land on it. Let me go and try it again as these come around. I could add some more on, but they're so difficult. I might just leave it like this for now. And I'm really bad at this wall jumping. I just want to make sure it's possible for me to get that high. If I jump a little bit later and go like that, I don't know. I just feel like I could still land on it. I'm not sure whether this is actually working the way I intended. Is there anything longer I could put on it? It'd be good if I could do like a few of these bricks, but like all together, like as a trail. And then that way, like, there could be like a whole wall going there. But at the moment, it isn't really working. So tell you what, rather than trying to continue doing this, I'm just going to scrap this and I'm going to come up with something else to be here instead. I spent way too long on that. Well, let's just go and add a nice, simple, big wall here. And maybe he's trying to jump down like a tube on this side where he needs to go like this. Or how about I try and add some springs in? Because I did have that idea as well. If I add this here, and do some springs, kind of like I did on the last one as well. You know, you got to kind of bounce off them like crazy. If I do this, so then that way he needs to go and try and jump into it and then get to the other side. I need to make sure that he's still like kind of moving up though, because otherwise it kind of just bounces you back down the way you came. But if I had some springs directly on the other side as well, this might kind of work. If they're right next to each other, is this going to bounce me up at all, do you reckon? Let's give this a go. If this does work, this will be cool. Oh, whoa! It certainly bounced me like crazy, but it didn't bounce me up very much. Let's try that again. Oh, actually, it almost works. There we go. I did it. I managed to get up the top. So if I kind of go and add more on this side, and then add like a platform here. So this is where I need to go. That does kind of work. It's a little bit ridiculous, but it's also a little bit awesome as well. So let me go back here and go, whoa. Oh, no, that didn't work. And go like that again. Oh, no. Do I need to keep jumping? Oh, if I jump as well, that's what makes it work. Right, I'm going to move this along just to make that bit a little bit safer. So then that way, if I do fall down, I won't be going the whole way back down. And I need to do that. There we go. That is pretty awesome. So I feel now that we're pretty much getting towards the end of the level. But I think we should have one last big wall jump for him to get down. So now that he should have really mastered what he's doing, I'm going to add a checkpoint in here just so he doesn't fail here. And we're going to get a little bit more dangerous now. We're going to have a bunch of wall jumps for him to do. But there's going to be a lot more spikes and dangerous things that he needs to try and avoid while he's doing them. So there we go. This is perfect here. This wall can be down here. And this is the end of the level he's trying to get to. I can leave that around about there. And if I go and do this going down here, and then add some more ground in here like this. And then what he's going to have to do is keep jumping his way down, but avoiding the spikes as he goes down, or whatever I end up putting down here. I think spikes is an easy option. I could actually add some of those big saws in, though. Those might be quite good. So he can't jump straight down. I could kind of add these like either side down here like this, and then that way he needs to wall jump in order to survive. So he goes like this, and then he needs to jump like that. and then like that, and then like that. There we go. That was quite nice. I think that worked quite well, and it's not too difficult. The fact that I was able to do it first times means that it can't be too difficult at least. So let's move that across there, and I think this bit's almost perfect. Let me just make sure that this first sword doesn't get you as you stand here. No, you're safe here, I think, which is what we need. So you jump like this, and then like this, and then like this. Nope, that's totally not too difficult whatsoever. So let's just open this up a little bit more, and then we're going to be generous and give him a whole bunch of coins like this. And I think that the level should be pretty much finished now, to be honest. I think that it's looking almost done. So I'm going to add some coins in to be nice. And what I'm going to do, as I always do, is I'm probably just going to go and add in some sound effects and things, as well as maybe add in a few more coins and just kind of touch up the level and not change anything, but just sort of make it look nicer. That's what I'm going to do now. And then I'll be ready to send it to Keen. But I feel like I should probably go and have a little bit of a test to go myself, just to see if it is actually fun. I think it's a fun one, and it's a pretty safe one. It's a pretty nice safe one where he can't really die very much in. So I go down here, and there are all of my springs going like crazy. And I need to go and oh, this is where I fail at jumping again. Oh, nearly, and up to the top. And then I need to go down here and then jump. There we go. This is actually really good fun. And then, oh no, because I'm Big Mario now, I couldn't get to there so well. So let's go and move this mushroom now and add these coins back in. And let's go and try this again. Let's make sure I can actually jump to the springs. And yep, there we go. I can make it. And oop, there we go. I can reach the checkpoint. And now this is the most difficult part. Ooh, just about down. And I can grab the coins. And that's the end of the level. So I'm going to send that to Keen so he can play it. But now I'm going to play the final level that he has made for me. Okay then, here we go. This is Keen's final level. And it looks like it's called Crazy Coral. And yep, I guessed it. I am going to be under the water. And oh, it's an auto-scrolling one. Look. The camera is basically going to be always moving to the right, which means I need to stay moving to the right, because yeah, there needs to be a room for me. And I saw the map. Like when you load up the levels, you see kind of like an overview of the entire level, and it looks huge. And there seems to be loads of different paths that I can choose to go through. And generally, what might be a smart idea is to kind of stay back a bit, because if I go too far forward and a fish kind of comes out of nowhere, then I'm going to be in trouble. So I don't want to go too far back, so I kind of get pushed off the screen. But I don't want to go right next to the screen because otherwise I won't see the fishies coming. And let's try going down this way, shall we? I kind of want to explore it a little bit and try and find as many different paths. I'm now going to go up here. I was hoping to find like a mushroom or something somewhere. See, there's a Wizard Keen built this. I assume there would be a mushroom somewhere, but I guess I'm staying small, Mario. No, I can't go that way. I can't go that way. Oh, I need to go down here. That was dangerous. I kind of ran into a dead end. And yeah, if you kind of get pushed off the screen, then you are done. It is game over. So I want to be very careful. Well, here we go. I've done it. Look, this is the end of the level, and I'm going to go right on the top of the pole because I can swim, so it's very easy to do so. And there we go. That was Crazy Coral. And as I mentioned, that is the final level that Wizard Keen is going to be making for me. So let me go and give that a nice big star because I very much so enjoyed that. Certainly very different compared to all of the other levels that we ended up doing for each other. So sadly, that is the end of the videos I'm going to be doing with Wizard Keen on Mario Maker. But don't worry, I will be continuing to do Mario Maker, and I'll be starting another little mini-series now where I'm going to be making levels for a different YouTuber. So feel free to guess whoever you think that's going to be in the comments. And of course, you can check the description for a link to Wizard Keen's video, as well as a download of the level I built if you wanted to go and play that. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!